I've ever seen. It's like a light bulb. Hey, everybody, welcome. Monday night. We are right here on MCU Mondays. Geek News Now. We're so glad you joined us. We are talking Deadpool. Deadpool. Look at that.
We were talking
Debbie
about
has messed up my mind because we weren't
we were
talking about Deadpool prior to the
leak
show.
photos, and now it's on his brain.
And now it's on my mind because I want to talk about Deadpool. But horrible. No, we're talking about Daredevil. And not Ben Affleck Daredevil. Have we ever talked about the Ben Affleck Daredevil?
No.
Oh.
And it'll stay that way.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
We might have to do that.
I don't think we've talked Elektra either.
I don't want. We don't. If we're gonna do that, we might as well talk about Catwoman with Halle Berry.
No, thank you.
Yeah. I like the Daredevil, the Ben Affleck Daredevil.
I do too.
It had Jon Favreau in it. It had Michael Clark Duncan, who's amazing. Debbie, you joined again.
Hell.
Oh.
What the?
Uh-oh.
Debbie?
Yes.
Are you with us?
Yes.
You unjoined and then you rejoined.
That wasn't me. It was probably my internet.
Yeah, it looks like it. Debbie's having internet issues tonight.
Yeah, I guess it's my turn.
All right. My name is David. I am your host. Welcome to MCU Mondays. We're going to be talking about Daredevil tonight. Also with me, as she always is, my co-host Debbie. Debbie, how are you this evening?
As long as my internet holds up.
Yeah. Debbie is very choppy this morning, but that's okay. Also with us tonight, as he has been the last 2 or 3 weeks now, Andrew, how are you tonight, sir?
I'm doing well. I'm excited to talk about Daredevil.
You're young. Your mind is still sharp. You're not allowed to mess up like that.
Yeah, there's no excuses.
Me and Debbie, we're old. See, you're young. You got nothing to.
Yeah.
You got nothing to fall back on.
I don't have an excuse. Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about Daredevil. We're not talking about the Affleck Daredevil. We are talking about the Netflix series TV show. We're doing the whole Defenders series. Now, as other Marvel stuff comes up, we're breaking off. We'll do What If when it pops in
December 22nd.
Less than 20 days now, right? 18 days? 18 days? Yeah.
It'll be 17 from tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Wow. I didn't realize it was that close.
Yeah. Echo will drop off somewhere in that time. Because you got to remember, with the Defenders, you're talking 3 seasons of Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist. Is that it? And then I think there was
the Defenders.
The Defenders. So everything.
Punisher.
Yeah.
Huh?
The Punisher.
Punisher, right? Yeah,
Yes.
the Punisher. Yeah.
So there's a lot of we got a lot of stuff we're going through. So as new Marvel stuff comes out, we'll break off through the new Marvel stuff, and we'll come back to the Defenders, just because we like the Defenders. But before we do anything, I think we need to run our. Let's run our opening credits. Sounds like a good idea. Maybe Debbie's internet will clear up. Hey, tell your son to quit streaming. That's what it is. He's playing video games.
He is.
That's got it. All
Not
right.
this Andrew. Yeah.
Here we go. So awesome. Now, Alex is not with us tonight. He had to bow out for the night, but he was still in the credits, and that's just because I didn't want to make a new intro. So there you go. Let's talk Daredevil then, shall we? This was Andrew. You were saying at the first of this, before we even started, you were saying that this was one of the more brutal Daredevil episodes, and it kind of started that way. It kind of did the same thing, and I've noticed the trend of this to where it's like it's showing you what happens, and then it's like, but prior to that, this is what build. It's like here's what's going to happen, and here's kind of what builds up to it. So he's fighting a ninja.
Nobu.
Is that a good way? I mean, is Nobu a ninja? He's dressed like one.
Yeah.
So a ninja, and
I believe that's the character's name is Nobu.
I thought that's where Jar Jar Binks was from.
That's Nabu. This is Nobu.
Oh, Nobu. Okay.
Yeah.
NBU.
Anyway. So it's a ninja, and he is Daredevil's kind of getting the. I mean, he's getting his licks in, but he's kind of getting the crap beat out of him. And honestly, I'm surprised at some point that he's still standing, that he hasn't bled out, because he is using some weaponry that is rather brutal. Yeah, I'm not even going to pretend to know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened to Debbie? Oh, there she is. Kind of. Are you still with us? Maybe?
I thought it was on my end at first. Yeah.
No, I think it's her. If you're saying something, Debbie, we can't hear you.
Oh, I see. Oh.
I mean, you're moving. It's like tick, tick, tick. And we have no volume. Can't blame the cat. I blame your boy. I blame your son. Tell him to quit playing Call of Duty or Fortnite or whatever he's playing. Anyway, so yes, he's cut up, he's slashed up, he's bleeding all over the place, and you're sitting there wondering what exactly led up to this. So of course, then it flashes back, and it kind of gives us the story of what is leading up to all of this. They're trying to implicate Fisk. Well, actually, it starts off with him and the priest. Debbie's still trying to figure out. I'm trying to fill in while Debbie's trying to figure out what's going on. So it starts off with him and the priest, and it's like confession, not a confession. Let's go have a latte and we'll talk about this. And he's really struggling. I think he's at the he's kind of like at the Batman stage of the game, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
To where it's like, do I want to kill
Batman
him?
and Joker.
Do I need to kill him for the sake of everybody else? How's it going, Avocado? Do I need to the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one? Something along that lines. Not quoting Star Trek there. And Andrew, if you haven't seen Wrath of Khan, go watch Wrath of Khan.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Nice. We should.
Well,
But it's
yeah.
on our list of things. Andrew says hi, Debbie, but I don't think she can say hi back. She seems to be in her. Wow. Anyway, So he's conflicted. He's, do I need to kill him? Do I not need to kill him? How do I need to make this work? What is going on with it?
Yeah, I think his thought process is if he kills him, it'll put a stop to Kingpin. It's kind of what he's contemplating
I
a little bit, I think.
I don't know that it's that. I think it's more of a what do you call it? More of a, do I really want to take that step? Do I want to stoop to their level, and
Yeah.
do I want to be the killer even though it's for the good of the people,
Hmm.
because this guy is a killer for what he thinks is the good of the people too.
Hmm.
So I mean, it's almost like, do I really want to stoop to his level, and does that make it better or worse if I do that? He's having this conflict of
Yeah.
morality, I guess is a good way to put it. Debbie seems to be moving a little more fluidly now. Oh, nope, there she went. She just froze again. It was almost like she was starting to be normal. Debbie does say hi, Andrew, by the way. She just can't say it. So anyway, it's do I want to kill him? Do I not want to kill him? And he's even to a point kind of stopped being Daredevil just because he's not sure if he wants
Hmm.
to go down that route. I think one of Fisk's men says it says something along that lines of, he hadn't been seen in a long time. We don't know where he is. He's kind of gone underground. And I think even Foggy says something about it too.
Yeah.
It's like nobody's seen him for a while. So
Well, and I think also Matt is struggling from a standpoint of being Catholic, from a Christian perspective of, killing someone, even for the greater good. I think that's part of his struggle, um, is from his belief structure. So
Debbie just messaged me. I'll be back. I'm popping the router. Popping the router?
maybe resetting it. Yeah.
Maybe. So anyway, yeah, and like I said, that really boils down to the whole morality of everything. Do I want to kill for the greater good, or does that just put me on his level because now he's doing the same thing? Am I the devil for doing this, or am I hurting the
Yeah.
devil for doing? And that was the story that the priest told about the what was it, in Ghana, and the warlord,
Rwanda,
and the was it
Rwanda.
or Rwanda? It was somewhere.
Some I don't know how to say it. I'm
And they
sorry.
got the
My
one
bad.
guy who's a holy man, and none of the warlords people could kill him because he was like, oh, he's just so
Hmm.
good. And then he came out and just hacked him up in front of everybody, and it was like, at that point I saw the devil. I knew the devil existed, and he walks among us. So Matt has decided at this point that, again, that the mask is going to go away. He's going to try and hurt Fisk legally through the legal systems,
Hmm.
but they can't get anything. They got nothing on him. They have
Yeah.
nothing. I mean, they've got stuff on him, but nothing that can be
Not
corroborated.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah, it can't be seen. It's just hearsay.
Yeah.
So
Because Kingpin kind of owns the legal system in that way, right? Like
yeah,
he's kind of covered his tracks pretty
well,
well.
he's covered his tracks really
You
well,
know.
and I mean, he just barely made himself known, because remember, for a long time it
Hmm.
was like nobody even knew who he was. I think even when they mentioned it to the reporter, he's like, I've never even heard of him. I don't know who he is. So he's done a very good job of containing himself.
Hmm.
So I'm oh, there's my cat. So it's not like they've got a whole lot that they can go on. But again, even Foggy brings it up. Somewhere out there, there's
Mhm.
or not Foggy. It was what's her name? Somewhere out there,
Karen?
there's a Karen. There's a piece of
Yeah.
paper. There's a witness. There's something out there. Something's got to be out there. We just got to find it.
Mhm.
And Matt's
Well,
all
and then
about it.
yeah. Well, and it's like when Matt and Fisk meet in the art gallery, you feel that tension between Matt and Fisk because he's still struggling with the idea of like, do I kill him or do I not? Can't
Yeah.
really kill him here because then
Well,
there's
and
witnesses, and
he really went to go get a feel out for the girlfriend,
Mhm.
and not necessarily to do anything for her. He wanted to get to know him, but okay, here's Debbie again. He was trying to get to know him, but he was trying to get to know him through her. Debbie,
Yeah.
are you
Am I
here?
back?
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we popped the router.
I don't know what that means, but okay. That mean unplugged it and replugged it back in,
The router, yes.
turned it off.
The internet router.
So we were just talking about Matt and Fisk in the art gallery,
Yes, yes.
and the banter between him and her was actually pretty good too. About
Mhm.
I need a piece of art. It wasn't funny, but it
I
was
mean,
interesting to
blind.
listen to, huh?
He's blind.
Yeah, he's blind. You need art. You're
Yeah.
blind. But even she was very. I mean, obviously salesman tactic. I get that. To where it's like, I understand that you want it, and I understand why you want it. Let me show you why you want it, kind of thing. Let me help you make your decision.
And I thought the piece that she showed him was pretty appropriate.
Yeah, all red.
Yeah. And with tints of yellow, which
Yes.
goes with his original costume.
Yeah, yeah. I still don't like it. I like the red. Sorry. Sorry.
Well, we got that in She-Hulk, right? We got the red and yellow a little
Yeah, we
bit.
don't talk. We try not to talk
No,
about
yeah.
She-Hulk. It's like we don't try to talk
I
about uh, whatever that electro mess was.
normally I would, but I just had to bring up that Daredevil.
I think they
We're
did.
getting season 2.
I was gonna say, didn't they say that? Come out and say that at some point that they're doing a season 2 of
Yeah.
She-Hulk.
I didn't see anything confirmed.
Nothing
Nothing.
confirmed. Okay, so only rumors at this point.
I mean,
Only
somebody
rumors.
said it in the chat, and I looked, and I was like, it was all rumors, and
Rumors and
Mhm.
hearsay. All right.
It's just
Nothing
like there's
confirmed
rumors
on
that
that.
Moon Knight will get a season 2. So
now that I want.
Well, now an interesting point on that one. And I read in an interview. It wasn't really an interview. It was a I don't remember who it was, if it was TMZ or comic book. It was one of the bigger news outlets was in Egypt. And Oscar Isaacs was there, and the director of Moon Knight were there, and they were out there
Mhm.
hanging out together. And he asked them, "What are you guys doing out here?" Now this was after Moon Knight had premiered, so this was, and in fact, the whole season had dropped already at this point. And he says, "What do you think we're doing out here?" And it's like
Mhm.
kind of like hinting at we're scouting season 2. Come on, what do you think? So, and Oscar has said he'd like to come back and revisit the character anyways, so
Yeah, I'd like to see more.
it's possible. Plus, they only introduced uh, um, his third personality
In the last,
in
in
the
the well,
last 30 seconds of the episode, of the last episode.
Mhm.
I need
They
to,
want that cliffhanger to make you
yeah, they
want
need it.
season 2. Yeah.
So, anyway, Moon Knight. Yes, we can hope. We can hope. But really, if you think about it, nothing confirmed. And really, the only thing we've seen get a second season has been Loki.
Mhm.
And even that, I doubt we'll see a season 3 on that one. Just
Doesn't need
because
one.
it was kind of finalized. It was done. They finished telling the story that they were going to tell.
Yeah, I
So-
think if we see Loki again, it'll be in a movie.
Cameo in a movie kind of thing, or a small part in a movie.
Mhm.
I don't. And again, I'm fine with that. But you keep hearing all of these rumors. Oh, She-Hulk's getting a second season, and Hawkeye's getting another season, and I would say Falcon and the Winter Soldier's getting another season, but he's getting a movie, so does it really need a second season at that point?
Bucky needs his own series.
Eh. Bucky's a side dish. He's just a side character. He's a sidekick. Don't look at me like that. You know I'm right. He was always Captain America's sidekick.
I do not care. I can't complain about getting more Sebastian Stan. So
Is he on your Debbie's? What's that
yes, he's
called?
in my
He's,
harem.
is,
he's in the
okay.
harem. He's not
Your
on
harem,
the picture
yeah.
though. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on my list. He's not. I'm going to work on that when I'm off for 3 weeks. I'm
I
going
was
to
gonna
work
say
on
you're about to be off for 3 weeks, so and you've
Yeah.
said that before. You're like, I'm gonna do it one of these days. You got plenty of
Mhm.
time now.
Yep.
So, where were we? They're hunting Fisk.
The art gallery.
They're looking for leads. He's trying to find. They end up talking to each other, Fisk and Murdoch. Buy whatever the lady tells you to buy. And the jab at Fisk when he leaves, because they're both talking about how they want to clean up the city and they like, they want to do things, and he's starting to walk out, and she goes, well, what about the art? And he goes, I'd have to think about the cost. And
But he don't even know what the cost is.
well, that's the whole thing. It was a jab at Fisk, because Fisk was Science
Andrew.
Fictionary Podcast. What's going on? How's it going? Glad you're aboard. Welcome. But it was a jab at Fisk, because Fisk was like, I just want to clean up the city and do all this, and he's like, yeah, but at what cost? It's the whole Infinity War thing. Did you do it? Yep. What did it cost? Everything. So it was, again, a jab at Fisk, and it was just a subtle kind of a blink and you might miss it kind of thing, but that's the way I took it.
It felt like a very, I mean, yeah, he kind of threw a punch, or not throw a punch, but a jab at him. But the whole conversation seemed very tense, even with Fisk. It's like,
Well,
I don't know if he has an intuition of who Matt really is, or he just doesn't like Matt. Oh no.
Oh.
Did we lose Dave?
oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Oh,
What in the
oh,
world happened there?
man. I almost
Everybody
was
left.
not removed from the stream. Yeah.
Is everybody
Wow.
still here? Everybody's, because even I
I'm
got
here.
kicked off. The weirdest thing.
Streamlabs, what's going on?
Work out these bugs, man. Come on, you're killing me.
We're talking about Kingpin. He's trying to take us down,
Yeah, it's Mephisto. Mephisto confirmed.
So, anyways, yeah, the whole conversation, both of them were tense. I mean, we know why Matt's tense, because he knows who Fisk really is and what he's doing. But Fisk only knows him as a lawyer.
Well, Fisk knows him as a lawyer, but he also knows that he is representing
Elena and the
yeah,
tenants.
the tenants.
Mhm.
So, speaking of Elena, very sad state of affairs there. And Foggy and Matt and Rachel all had to go down, and not Rachel. Ugh,
Karen. Who the hell's Rachel?
I don't know. For some reason,
Was she in Deadpool?
maybe I flipped on my friend's switch. I don't know. I'm old.
Maybe
Leave
David
me
knows
alone.
something we don't. Maybe in Daredevil Born Again, there's going to be a Rachel, and David knows that.
He is born again, after all. So, anyway, they all have to go down and identify the body. Matt doesn't shed a tear because Matt can't see her, but they say she was cut up and destroyed by a junkie, stabbed a junkie that ran off with her purse.
Oh,
like,
jeez.
Scardy.
Yeah.
Is he on?
They were on a break.
Yeah. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. Thank you. It was great. Yeah, they were on a break. I'll buy it. So anyway, they're all broken up about it. Junkie cut her up, 17 stab wounds, something along that lines. And it's like for her purse. And she was the only one that was still holding out too, because she came to their office earlier in the episode, and Fisk had come and offered them, given everybody, all the tenants, a bigger offer, a larger offer.
Doubled the offer, but she wasn't going to budge, and she was going to try and convince the other tenants not to budge.
Now, see, here's the thing. Here's what I'm looking at, and maybe somebody else can explain this to me. I don't understand it. If somebody comes up and offers me money to move, and this money is something that can be used to either put me in a better apartment somewhere else or just put me in another apartment somewhere else, but they want me to move. Let's say they're going to give me $100,000 to move. Okay. You're going to buy my house and give me $100,000? Fine. Why do you hold out on that?
Well, one, that wouldn't last long in New York.
Well, I'm just ballparking it here. I'm just saying,
plus, this was rent controlled, so their rent was very low.
Are you saying that that's the only rent controlled apartment in New York City?
Well,
that's the
probably
only one.
Since Fisk is buying them all up in his Fisk or his
Fisk is buying Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah,
that's a small borough in New York. Now you're going to tell me that there's not a.
But a lot of them have lived there for 30 years or more, and they're old. Who wants to move when they're old? I don't.
My dad doesn't.
Well, I would say my parents probably do, just because they want to be down here closer to us, but I don't know. I've seen old people that are like, we're going to retire and we're going to buy us a camper and we're just going to drive all over the United States, and we move all the time.
Well, some people, not everybody's like that. And then, they get in a place, they've been there for eons, and they don't want to move. There's memories there. Children were raised there, and
I don't know.
Not everybody is you, Dave.
I guess not. I'm of the mindset of, yes, there were memories made there, but I can make memories elsewhere too. So the memories will never leave me.
That's actually what my mom says. So yeah.
Yeah, but she has no family. So where's she gonna go?
Your mom has no family? What?
Huh?
Elena has no family.
She can go work for Matt and Rachel.
Karen. Oh my God.
See, there's a show called Friends, and Ross and Karen were together, We're in some multiverse right now.
She can go live with Matt. Matt's apartment is like huge. Am I the only one that's noticed this? He has this monster apartment
Yeah, but he got it cheap because of that
because of the sign.
neon sign that blares through his window. And doesn't bother him. He can't see it anyways.
She can go live with Matt, and they can put blackout blinds up. Be fine. Blackout curtains. So anyway, so they have they offer, since Elena has no family around, they're gonna take care of things as far as funeral arrangements and things like that. Then they go and they have a wake, and they all proceed to go and get drunk. And Foggy's very emotional when he's drunk. Have we noticed this? I mean,
Yes.
the first time was with Karen, and very almost creepy. Is that a good way to put that? Very
Well,
flirty. Very
he
flirty.
says things he may not normally say if he wasn't drunk. Some people are like that. They just, the mouth just runs and runs, and they just can't seem to stop themselves.
I saw it on my computer. I don't know what it is either.
Taco Lord.
I know. Anyway, so he's very obviously torn up about this whole thing. Matt goes back to the priest, kind of tells him what he found at the art gallery. I'm kind of doing this out of order. I'm just doing it as I remember things. So I'm sorry I'm messing up your notes, Debbie. I apologize. Sorry.
I was thinking about when Daredevil goes and hunts down the junkie, the addict.
Oh, I'll get to that in a
Just
minute,
starts,
because
yeah.
I enjoyed that. And I'm not a big one for montages, but it reminded me a lot of the here it is. It reminded me of the Deadpool montage where he's climbing the ladder. He's trying to find Ajax, and they had the whole thing where he's jumping around and tell me where your boss is. You're about to be killed by a Zamboni. You better tell me where he is, or you're gonna be dead in like 5 minutes. But it was like that. It was a more serious version of that. So the hunt down of the junkie, and of course he gets to the junkie, and he's, please stop, please stop. I'll tell you everything I know. You better, or I'm gonna make it hurt. I'm gonna come back and make you hurt more. And of course, all of this was for a trap that Fisk had set up earlier in the episode, which I don't know. I looked at it and I was like, that's kind of sort of almost, I would think almost racist of Fisk when he was talking to him at the beginning, and he was like, somebody from your organization is going to need somebody that you know with special skills from your organization. And I'm like, what are you saying, Fisk? That just because he's Japanese, he knows he's a ninja? Is that what you're saying?
Well, he is.
I mean, he is. Granted, he is. But
I don't know if Fisk knew that, but
the whole, and I don't know. There was a South Park episode where Cartman starts a Christian band, and he comes to Token, the one black guy, and he's like, Token, go down in your basement and get your bass guitar and meet me in my house. He goes, I don't have a bass guitar. And he goes, Token, you're black. You've got a bass guitar in your basement. Go get it. And Token shows up at his house. We did have a bass guitar. He goes, good. Now give me a sweet bass line. He's like, dude, just because I'm black doesn't mean I know how to play the bass. He goes, dude, just do it. And he goes, do, 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 and he pulls out this sweet bass line. And he's like, God, I can't believe it. And it was, it's just like buying into the stereotypes. Well, you're Japanese, right? You're a ninja, right? Right? Everybody from Japan's a ninja, aren't they? I was taken aback by it. It's like, oh, let's not stereotype people now. It's not nice.
I wonder if Fisk just kind of feels entitled, like he's at this position of power. He can just say whatever he wants, even if it's not right.
I guess.
Well, he's usually pretty blunt.
Yeah.
And
Unless it's with Vanessa, then he doesn't know how to talk.
And honestly, let's be honest. He's smart. He's not dumb. He probably knows that there is some person in that gentleman's organization, whether it be him or someone else that has those abilities. He's probably watched them enough to know that there's someone out there. So, okay, fine. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt this time, Wilson, but I've got my eye on you. So anyway, oh yeah, so Daredevil goes that after we've discussed the ninja, and we're going to discuss him later, but whatever. Goes back to the priest. Says, I went and talked to the man. What did you find out? Well, somebody loves him. Obviously referring to Vanessa. I saw you trying to say it, Debbie. I knew what you were saying.
Well,
You
I
said
didn't know if you were going
Monica.
to say that or
Maybe
I
would've
should have said
went.
Monica. Yes, I should
Yeah,
have
Phoebe?
Phoebe.
you said Monica.
Yes, it was Phoebe. I mean,
Or
Vanessa.
Phoebe, yeah.
So anyway, so Chandler goes to the priest Joey and sorry. And he kind of makes this decision, and he goes and gets his costume, and I love the way he gets his costume, because usually when you have in these superhero movies, okay, we've got the superhero and he's not really sure, but he's going to suit up and go find out. They open up this big like bat cave or secret lair or something, and they got all these computers and high-tech gadgetry that's hiding their uniform. And here's Daredevil, and he pulls out an old steamer trunk, and he pulls out the false bottom on it, and it's there's all the just his stuff just kind of folded up and laying there. It's hilarious. I love it. It's very simple.
Hey, Scarif.
Hey, your plant.
I
needs
know. I
water
just watered it
apparently.
today. Yeah.
Looking
It's
a
a
little
different plant.
pickly.
I moved a different plant there. So
I didn't even notice your plant up there.
Yeah.
So how about that?
I'm hoping it'll get more sunlight there. So yeah. But I watered it today. So
A likely story.
Life finds a way.
you know what? That'll keep people tuning in each week. They're gonna
Yes.
go, how's Andrew's
Everybody tune in next
Yeah.
week to see how Andrew's plant is doing. It's like the
Hey, whatever brings in viewers, we don't
it's like the
care.
subtle side story.
plant? Yeah. It's a
We'll
side
start putting that
character
in the
thing.
description. Come check out as we talk about the next episode of Daredevil, and check on Andrew's plant.
It's like the side character that is interesting enough. You're like, okay, yeah, all right, I'll watch. So,
Yeah, exactly. Let's see what's going on with Andrew's plant. Precariously I think he means dangling on the edge of the dresser. Dangling.
how about now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just moved it there. So, all right. Next week, it may or may not move. Who knows?
Next week, maybe his cat will have knocked it off the. Oh, he
No,
doesn't
my
have a
cats
cat.
aren't
His
allowed in
dog.
here.
It's the
Yeah.
dog's fault.
I do have another plant on my dresser, actually, but you can't quite see that. So maybe a little tease. That's all you get.
Well, at least that one looks better.
I was gonna say that one looks good.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that one to. Yeah, more plant. Well, I've got a whole bunch of plants behind me. A whole
Wow.
like plant stand. Yeah.
I don't even attempt it. I can't
I'm-
move.
I've got a chia pet somewhere around here that I need to get back to dining. I'll do that after the holidays. So anyway, he gets in the fight with the ninja. We saw most of the fight at the first. I don't know again how he survives. The ninja obviously, says something along the lines of warrior's death. The typical you have fought with honor and you are a cunning warrior. You are wise in the ways of such things.
Well, he also knows that Stick trained Matt in the same fighting style. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it because I'll murder it. But
The fighting
yeah,
style, you mean?
yeah. I mean, I can barely
Yeah.
speak English, let alone anything else. So
She'll do to it what Naboo is doing to Matt, if that helps. Probably me too, so I'm not even gonna try.
You fight well in the old style. That was the quote I was looking for. That was the Ninja Turtles. That was from the Ninja Turtle movie.
oh, didn't see that one.
You didn't see the first Ninja Turtle movie? Oh my gosh!
Oh, you mean the original?
Yeah.
She thought you meant the new one.
Yeah,
No.
I probably
the
seen
original.
that because my
That's the
kids
only
were,
good one.
my boys were into that, so I probably did.
I saw that movie like 5 times on the theater. I had it memorized at one point. I could sit and quote the whole thing, the whole movie memorized, every line, every scene. Could have sat down with a pad of paper and written that movie. That's how bad it was. It was worse than no, it wasn't worse than Star Wars, but it was pretty close. Anyway, so he ends up besting the ninja, sets him on fire. Fisk shows up, doesn't unmask him, but
Yeah, perfect opportunity. He's wanting to know
right?
who, this whole time, what we're in episode 9, and this whole time, he's sending people out to try and figure out who the masked man is, and then he's sitting there beating the living crap out of him,
But
and
doesn't do anything. Doesn't find
and
out
he
who he
doesn't
is.
take it off, and it's just like, really?
Who was that masked man? So, yeah, literally, he beats the crap out of him, and he's gonna have him shot, and he ends up escaping. Jumps out the window into the river, floats away, and Fisk thinks he has him. Matt shows up back at his. What should we do about him? Let him burn.
Let
Nice.
that be a lesson to the other drug lords.
Yeah, right. Well, what's her name told him in the last episode? You need to clean your house. He's cleaning house.
Gal.
Yeah, and maybe that'll speak to her, saying, "Hey, look, I'm cleaning house. I'm getting rid of the problems. I got rid of the masked man. I got rid of Naboo.
Nobu.
Nobu.
Nobu. Oh yes, where Jar is from, not Jar Jar. Jar.
A bunch of references in this episode.
Yeah, we're just wow.
Tearing it up today.
Somehow Franz is connected to Daredevil because they're both in New York.
And oh yeah, there it is.
Mhm.
And of course Daredevil, Deadpool.
Huh?
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool was a lot of the first. Anyway, he shows back up at his apartment. Foggy's there. Foggy's drunk. He's trying to check on Matt. And Foggy finds out Matt's dirty little secret. Calls 911, and the episode ends. Because Foggy is still not a fan of the man in the mask.
No.
The
this is
cop
yeah.
killer man in the mask.
I thought what was funny is when Foggy was walking into Matt's apartment and he goes, Matt, I heard a sound, not I've fallen on. It was not I've fallen and I can't get up sound. Is more like a serious
No, it was
sound. It was
No,
not a
it's not a fun sound
Yeah.
like
not a
you know.
fun
Or
not
not
a
a fun
fun
sound,
crash
yeah.
sound, but
Not a
more
fun
of a falling
yeah.
and I can't get up sound.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I thought that was funny. Yeah, just his timing with it, the way he said it was funny.
And then he grabs his stick. It's like, I'm gonna bust you. How are you gonna bust him with a little skinny stick like that?
He's drunk. He doesn't know what he's doing.
I mean, I guess you keep him at a distance that way. But anyway, and that was the episode. Do we have anything? Did I miss anything?
I don't know. I wasn't
I
here
know-
for half of it.
I was gonna say you missed about half of it.
I'll just assume you did.
Debbie was having technical issues.
That's
it
when
was
we talk
my
about
turn.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
I'll be next week.
So, well, if that's it, I really enjoyed the episode. I thought it was a great episode. Again, very brutal, Andrew, like you said. And again, we see not another side. I mean, we've seen this side of Fisk before. The he kind of gets into his rage mode, brutal beat down, and then wipes his face off, kind of thing. And we see it again this time on Matt. So,
Oh, Matt, I'm pretty sure he noticed that when he tried to cut into Fisk, that the suit protected him.
yes, because he's got the suit made out of the. You said his name last week. The tailor,
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Potter.
I think we covered just about all the fandoms tonight.
Wow.
Well, maybe not DC. I haven't heard any DC
We did
stuff.
reference Batman. Yeah, we did.
Oh,
reference
did you?
Batman.
Okay.
Did we?
Was that-
Yeah.
Oh, we sure did.
Well,
didn't we?
with
Oh, yeah, the
the conflict
Batcave.
of killing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the conflict there. Yeah,
Yeah.
covered our grounds.
Okay, we've
Did we have
covered
a
every
Star? Did we do a
fandom.
Star Wars reference?
Yeah, Naboo with Jar Jar.
Oh, Naboo and Jar Jar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Indiana
maybe the
Jones
best
and the
one,
Temple of Doom. There, I made an Indiana Jones reference. So
I thought you were about to say Doll of Destiny, and I was about to just.
no, you know what? It's been on Disney Plus for 4 days now, and I still haven't watched it.
My
have-
family and I just watched it the other night.
I have not seen that movie at all yet.
Yep,
I have
yeah.
watched the Timeless Heroes, Indiana Jones and Harrison Ford, at least 3 times.
Is that the that's like the documentary that
Mhm.
came with it? See, again, I watched that. I am a horrible fan.
It's
and
really good. I mean,
I
it.
need to. Well, not just the documentary. I don't doubt that, but just Indiana Jones. You know, I saw all 3 of those original movies in the theater, and when Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out, I actually had advance passes for that one. I got to see that one like 3 weeks before it released. So I mean, not just like the Thursday show. I mean, I'm talking like we were there with movie screeners kind of thing.
Mm.
So my brother and I went to go ducked out of work and we went to go see it. And this was the only one I have not seen on the theaters. But you know what though? The Marvels was, like I said, the Marvels was the first Marvel movie that I haven't watched on opening weekend. All the other ones I've watched. I'm a terrible, terrible person. I'm a horrible fan. I'm slacking in my fandom. That's what I'm doing. Anyway. Oh, look, yeah, we did Indiana Jones. There was a good reference. Now I think we've covered everything.
Star Trek. Oh, we did cover Star Trek.
We
Yeah,
did
that's
cover
right.
Star Trek. Needs of the
Uh,
many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one.
Doctor Who? I've
I
never
don't know.
seen Doctor Who,
I
so
was
I
gonna
don't
say
know.
I don't know any Doctor Who references, so I can't say.
TARDIS. That's all
TARDIS.
I know. Yeah,
There you go.
there you go. See, we covered Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. I can't think of
Gimli.
anything. Never mind. Yeah, there you go.
Matt was fighting the ninja in the dark, just like they were fighting in the mines of Moria. It was all in the dark.
Mm,
Yeah.
It's a reach, but I'll take it.
yeah, we're reaching now.
All right, all right. Debbie, shameless plugs. What do we got?
I believe Sith Dominion is off this week,
They
but
are.
we still have some older shows on there. Last week's show was really good. If you like Darth Talon, go check that one out. That was last week's episode. Thursday, we're back with Star Wars.
Cantina Happy Hour.
Yeah. Ahsoka, or not Ahsoka. Oh my God. The Mandalorian, the tragedy.
Oh, and this one was full of tragedies.
Several. But there was a return of a character. So
Yeah.
That the anniversary of that episode was this week. Funny enough,
it was
actually.
today, actually.
Yeah,
It's
today.
today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw it on Twitter. Yeah, y'all are timing this good.
Let's see. Friday, well, every day in the month of December, wait, Dave is doing his Lego Advent building. He's got 4 up so far.
Those are real short. They're well, the second one I had a little issue with the model because the instructions weren't very clear, but I figured it out. But that one was like 10 minutes. That's the longest one I've done.
Oh.
They're all like 4 or 5 minutes long. They're
It's
not
not
very
bad.
long.
And then Saturday, Geek Gauntlet. And then we always have War of the Stars. They're not on YouTube, but they are on one of our podcast platforms, which
Are those links down in the below in the?
they are. I was on top of it today. Usually I forget.
The links are down in the description.
Yeah, links to all of our social media and all of our podcast platforms. So if you listen to Spotify, iHeart, iTunes, Amazon, we're on all of those. And I think that's it.
Andrew?
I believe Cam's supposed to be coming out with a new Cam in Focus.
Yes.
The third of his trilogy on the Hitman
series
movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, go back and watch the first 2. They're really good. And then I think the third one's supposed to drop sometime this week, I think.
Andrew, shameless plugs. Anything?
Right now it's just MCU Monday. Maybe you'll see me on Cantina Happy Hour again. Who knows? If you want to follow me on social media, so look up Andrew Haley 05. You'll find me. Hopefully, you should. That's really it. That's all I can think of right
now. We've got one. We are having a special event on the 13th of December. Mark your calendars. Actually, go hit the like and subscribe button, and then hit the bell for notifications. But on the 13th, we are having a massive crossover event. The event of events. Myself and Debbie and William and Janae and Kat from the Geek Gauntlet, and then Dr. Dana Martin from the Sith Dominion. We're all getting together. We're all going to be right here on Geek News Now, and we're going to be discussing I don't want to say favorite. We're going to be discussing Christmas movies that
aren't really
movies. Christmas movies.
Aren't considered Christmas movies.
Think
like Die Hard.
Baseline. Die
no,
Hard.
that can't be on. That can't be on because Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
It is.
That's what my gravestone's going to say. Yeah.
In fact, I've even got pictures of Walmart. Walmart selling. They got the little stand that says holiday favorites, and Die Hard's in that holiday favorites. So, anyway, you get the idea. These are movies that might take place at Christmas time, but they're not really considered Christmas movies.
And they weren't released at Christmas either.
And they weren't
so.
released at Christmas, but or maybe there's a Christmas reference in there. Anyway, we're going to sit down and we're all making lists and checking them twice. And we're finding out which ones are naughty or nice. And it's going to be great. We're going to have a lot of fun. But that is Wednesday night, Wednesday, December the 13th. So again, that'll be 8:30. Huh?
I was just going to say, what time?
8:30 Central Standard Time, of course.
Oh, well, I'll be on vacation. I don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it. You're fine. You've got 3 weeks off.
That's right. I'm going to be a big couch bum.
You will watch all of the Indiana Jones movies several times over.
Which is nothing new. I'm always a couch bum. So maybe go see a movie. I don't know. I'm wanting to go see that Godzilla -1.
I heard it was really good.
I did too.
Budget was only like 15 million. Which is crazy that they've done what they've done from what I've heard.
Yeah, when it premiered, I looked. Chris, I live in a small town. We have one theater. It's rinky dinky. And I went to look because I was like, oh, well, I'll go see it, Saturday when it premiered. And it was nowhere to be seen. I was like, crap, I don't want to have to drive 45 minutes to a theater where I have to sit with actual people. But then I looked the other night because there was another movie coming out. I was like, oh, I might as well go see what times is available. And then
there it is.
Godzilla popped up, and I was like, so this weekend,
money. We need to expand our. It's making money. We need to expand the theater release. We need to widen the release a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of wonder why. I thought that was weird that they weren't premiering it. I was just like,
the trailer dropped for the new King Kong one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about that.
I'm anxious.
Why is Kong a transformer and why is Godzilla pink? What the hell?
Kong's not a transformer.
He comes out of the ground. He's got a robotic arm.
I think that's the villain. I'm
another Kong.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Still, it's weird. Doesn't explain why Godzilla's
Transformers. Ultimate crossover.
Anyway, so that is like I said, Christmas movies that aren't Christmas movies. It's Wednesday the 13th, but you won't know about them unless you hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the little bell for notifications. You know when we go live then, because your phone will go off, all your socials will go off. But other than that, I think we're done for the night. Anything else, Debbie? We good?
No, I think that's it.
Cool. All right. Well, that is going to be it for us here on MCU Mondays. Y'all have a great rest of your week. We will see you all here next week. Like, subscribe, notifications. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.